Hi everybody, so today I'm in Phoenix and currently I'm in Phoenix Children's Research Institute together with its director, Vlad Kalinichenko. Vlad, can you please tell about yourself a little bit?
Thanks, Anton. I'm Vlad Kalinichenko. I'm director of Phoenix Children's Research Institute at the University of Arizona College of Medicine, Phoenix. My lab is interested in developing therapeutic approaches for perinatal lung diseases, and these approaches include nanoparticle delivery systems, cell therapies, gene therapies, as well as artificial lung tissue, which we develop from embryonic stem cells. All these approaches basically we would like to develop until they can be used in clinic for severe lung diseases, including the ones driven by TBX4 mutations.
Wow, this sounds fantastic. So all these new approaches really can probably very modern, right? So and can probably on the top of the science these days. So I heard that you also made recently one advanced research in another one gene, like FOXF1 gene, right? So very similar case probably to TBX4, and since you joined TBX4Life sometime in the past, what do you think about TBX4Life as the initiative? What do you think it brings to this area of research around TBX4? Is anything, what do you think we should focus on in the initiative among clinicians, scientists, or maybe we as affected families can help somehow?
Yeah, so of course the most important thing is to understand how disease works. So for that is kind of similarities between TBX4 mutations and the FOXF1 mutations, which are causative for alveolar capillary dysplasia with misalignment of pulmonary veins. Those similarities are quite apparent. And both FOXF1 and TBX4 are transcription factors which regulate a lot of genes important for lung development. So I think the most important is to focus on our effort on how to understand how those mutations cause the disease. And of course to develop something which we can potentially bypass those mutations, or like to bring a missing gene back to the lung, with the idea is to develop new therapies which actually can help patients with TBX4 mutations, whether TBX4 mutations have the pathogenic properties early in life in newborn kids, or they develop later in life and causing pulmonary hypertension.
Yeah, I see. So if you would explain this, let's say, the path from the understanding of the gene to the particular new therapy or approach in just a few simplistic things, what do you think should happen on that way?
Well, that is unfortunately quite a long process, and the first we would need to develop the therapy itself. It could be either new drugs, or it could be expression vector which could develop missing gene, in this case TBX4, into pulmonary fibroblasts, where it causing pathogenic role. And of course, after discovery, this particular therapy has to be tested in animals, and for that reason we need good models of human disease. The ideal would be animals with TBX4 mutations which are pathogenic in humans. And if we develop something which works in animals, then there is a long road actually to translate it to humans, because these particular therapies and these products need to be developed in a human-friendly way. So they are not toxic, they can be reproduced from one synthesis to another, and of course later tested in clinical trials. And only after that this therapy can be considered for use in humans.
I see. Yeah, so while we all understand that the drug development cycle is really a long thing usually, so do you think that TBX4Life as an initiative somehow can help to decrease it, maybe, uniting more scientists, uniting maybe scientists and clinicians together by exchanging that information? Do you think that that somehow can accelerate the research, or?
Yeah, I think it is, because it's ultimately bring people who works on the same problem from different part of globe. So exchanging ideas and collaborating goes long way for helping each other actually, and kind of doing things which other people don't do. And ultimately, this exchange of ideas and providing reagents which one lab generates to another lab, which can be located in another part of the globe, that would all accelerate the progress. And I think we all together can bring our expertise and discover cure hopefully faster than it traditionally been done.
That sounds great. Is there some message which you would share with the families, with the affected families who are part of our TBX4Life network, and those who have the children who are affected by themselves?
So I think the most important for families to understand that they are not alone. Even though disease is rare and there is a quite few patients with this severe disease in one particular country, but we need to work together. And if we do, then lots of good things would happen, and hopefully there would be new therapy down the road. And when clinical trials would set up, that would be recruitment for new clinical trials. I think we are kind of start going to the hard road, and I really think that one day we can be more efficient, and we can treat early kids with severe lung diseases, including the ones with TBX4 mutations. So let's just be working together, whether you parents, or whether you clinician, whether you basic sciences. That is a message for community, and I think TBX4Life Foundation with Anton in particular does a great job in bringing people together, and this is very, very interesting, and I think it's very important and would be the key for us to move forward.
Thank you very much, Vlad. So I'm happy that you joined TBX4Life, and thank you very much for your support and for your words in this interview and your time. Thank you very much, and let's work together.
Thank you.